Welcome to Zen with Gwen meditation sessions. Hi, I'm Gwendolyn. This will be a Vipassana meditation. It goes by other names sometimes, such as a sitting meditation, a breath observation meditation. Lots of people refer to it just as sitting. If you've been following my guided meditations in order, you'll notice that the last few were pranayama, also breath-focused meditations. The biggest difference between pranayama and Vipassana is that pranayama is controlling the breath on purpose. Different styles of breathing, breathing in for a certain count, breathing out for a certain count, whereas Vipassana meditation is doing as little as possible to control the breath and observing it. Along with that, you can also observe whatever thoughts, feelings, or sensations come up while you're sitting. So let's get into an appropriate position for our seated meditation. You may like to sit on a chair, being supported by the chair back, or sitting further forward so that your feet are planted flat on the floor and your back can be more upright with your muscles supporting you. You may like to sit on the floor or on a cushion on a floor. Or you may also like to do this meditation in any other position as your body allows today. And from day to day, the position that you need to be in may change. And that's another thing to observe as time goes by. With each present moment, your body is slightly different. It's not good nor bad, just something to notice. Let's start by taking a few deep breaths in and out to clear the mind here. You may like to visualize your busy mind as a slate, and with each exhale, you're wiping it clean. And letting that go, allowing the breath to return to its natural flow. Taking some time to observe each breath as it comes. And you may wonder as we go if you're doing it correctly or if you're getting it right, so I'll give you some tips along the way. Jon Kabat-Zinn, a mindfulness teacher and the creator of mindfulness-based stress reduction, defines mindfulness as paying attention on purpose in the present moment, non-judgmentally. For today, we'll go through each part of that definition one at a time. So noticing the breath, just working on paying attention. One breath in, one breath out, paying attention to the breath. And you may notice that as soon as you try to observe the breath, it's sort of like a deer in the headlights, that it doesn't want to move once you're watching it. And that's okay too, it's all part of the process. can switch your focus to paying attention in the present moment, noticing each breath as it comes, rather than seeing it as a 15-minute practice or a series of breaths, taking each breath as it comes. First this breath, and then this breath, and then this breath. Each breath being in this present moment. Now switching your attention to paying attention in the present moment on purpose. So noticing the breath and noticing that you have some control over your thoughts. So you may be paying attention to the breath for just a moment before your thoughts wander off, but remembering that you're paying attention on purpose and bringing your thoughts back to the breath. Reminding yourself that you carved out this time for your own health and well-being, and that you always have the power to control your thoughts to come back to the breath. Moving now to the final part of the definition, paying attention in the present moment on purpose, non-judgmentally. So no matter what comes up, trying not to judge it. It's neither good nor bad, it's just something. So you may notice that your thoughts are wandering off to what you did yesterday or what you'd like to do tomorrow. And without judgment, noticing the thought and thinking, I'm having a thought. Without judgment, coming back to the breath. Now let's take that present moment, non-judgmental awareness, and pay attention to any sensations or feelings going on in your body. So at this point in the meditation, you may be noticing that you are uncomfortable sitting for so long, or you have an itch and you're not sure if you should be scratching it or not. So let's first notice it on purpose in the present moment. So noticing exactly this second what's happening. So first thing this morning when you woke up, your back hurt. that's definitely not the present moment. Seeing if it still hurts right now, or if something has changed. And even the sensation of pain can change over time. Is it tightness, numbness, throbbing, hot, cold, tenderness? And these things are constantly in flux from one moment to the next. And whatever you're noticing, remembering non-judgmentally that it's just something to notice. Whatever you're noticing, it's just information from the body. Now there are two schools of thought on this. If you're noticing discomfort right now, one way to work with it is simply to move and be in a more comfortable position. And another way to work on it is to pay attention to the discomfort and observe what happens as you pay attention to it. You may find that it changes, increases, dissipates. Reminding yourself here that it's just the discomfort from being in a certain position for a little too long. And as long as you're safe, you're okay. And maybe what you need to do is sit with that feeling, or maybe what you need to do is move your body back to a position of comfort. And as long as you're deciding on purpose, it's okay. Making a mindful decision rather than working mindlessly. And once more, let's come back to the breath. Noticing how the breath is moving now. Seeing how you're feeling in this new present moment. Mentally, physically, emotionally, or anything else that comes up. Now the real challenge is to take the concept of mindfulness with you through your daily activities, paying attention to what you're doing in the present moment, on purpose, non-judgmentally. Of course, that's easier said than done, but even using it just a little bit can be very powerful. As always, thank you so much for joining me. From my light to yours, namaste.